Hey ladies, I want to apologize. Apparently my computer microphone stopped working all of a sudden. So I'm sorry about that. I uploaded a video and there was no audio to it. So I want to try and do another video. I always hate doing two videos because I feel like the second one never has all the energy that I had in the last one, and I feel like I'm scatterbrained trying to remember everything. So I'm gonna do my best. I am on my phone, so you'll have to forgive me. I'm not looking at the camera. It's just weird seeing myself on the phone. So today is September 5th, 2014. It's Friday. I hope everybody's going to have a great weekend. But yesterday I had my consultation for my failed IVF. I went in there very angry at the doctor. I was upset because I felt like he didn't really do his part. I had a low FSH level, the follicle stimulating hormone. I had low levels of that. So I felt like he should have, when I wasn't producing as many eggs or follicles as I should, he should have upped the dosage. But he assured me it was a very good number and that it would be okay when I asked about how many follicles I had. And I'm pretty sure that is in one of the videos that I made. I'm not positive, but so when I went in there, I was very angry, and that I have to start this process all over again. So I sat down and we talked about a lot of different things. One of the big things was that I wanted to talk to him about was that I wanted to do a DNC, which is where they go in, and it's a small surgical procedure. They go in and they clean everything out. I wanted to do that because I've heard great things about that, women getting pregnant after doing that. So he didn't really want to do that. So we discussed our options and what we could do and what he didn't want to do and what I wanted to do. And we came up with a solution that he is going to do a, what's called a biopsy scraping. It's basically what they do is they go in and they scrape to do biopsies, the cervix, to do a biopsy of what's in the cervix. But instead, he's going to do the scraping, but he's not going to send it to pathology because we have no reason for it to go to pathology. It's just simply because I want to get everything out of there so we can have a nice, warm, fuzzy home for some embryos instead of a war zone. Because I kind of feel like that's what we did to him last time. You know, we got him, the embryos out, and we put him in this just endometriosis-infested environment, and they had no hope of living. And I told the doctor that's how I felt. And he said that there hasn't been a lot of research showing positive. It's not going to hurt anything to do it, so he is willing to do it. He did not want to do the DNC because he didn't want to put me under anesthesia twice in 2 weeks, which is fine. I know there's a bunch of risk, and I've never had any problems with anesthesia, but, you know, doctors, there's a bunch of risk with it and stuff. So I was perfectly fine with doing the scraping. However, I will not be put to sleep during this. So they're going to go in and they're going to open my cervix and scrape it. And I'm going to be awake for the whole thing. He told me it was going to be uncomfortable and that I should take some ibuprofen beforehand. I'm hoping the fact that he is just telling me to take ibuprofen, meaning that it's not going to hurt that bad. But I've had my cervix open twice now, and it's not a good feeling. It hurts pretty bad for several hours even after that. So I do have he did okay for me to take my pain medication that I am prescribed from my pain treatment doctor for my endometriosis before I come in. So I will be doing that, most definitely. So he's going to go in and do that, and then we're going to move forward with the IVF. And I asked him, I said, by doing the scraping, is it going to push my IVF back at all? And he said, no, it's not. He first wanted me to be in the November transfer, and I explained to him that was too far away, and I wasn't willing to do that, and I needed to get into the October transfer. So he actually, obliged me, and he did what he had to do, so I was pretty happy to be able to get put into the October transfer. So basically, he pretty much heard my concerns. He did everything I wanted him to do within reason. We compromised on some things, and I was very happy with the way the visit went. He did, however, I was of course irritated with the stimming medication problem from the last IVF, and I interrupted him, and I said, well, with my levels, blah, 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 shouldn't we be in a higher dose? And he said, well, yeah, I was going to recommend that we do that this time. And I said, oh, I'm sorry. I kind of felt like an asshole because I interjected him and yes. I interrupted him, and but nevertheless, we have decided that we are going to double my dose of Gonal-F. That was my stimming medication. I was on 225 for a day, and now I will be on 450 a day. And I stemmed for 8 days last time, if I'm not mistaken, because I had 4 Gonal-F pens. Each had 450 milligrams, which is what I'm going to be taking a day. So I'm going to be taking a whole pen a day. Before, I was only taking a half a pen. So I stemmed for 8 days. So yeah, I'm gonna be on a double dose, and hopefully this time my right ovary will decide to produce some kind of eggs or follicles. Last time my left ovary did all of the work. There was not a single one on my right ovary. So hopefully both of my ovaries will be willing to work with me this round. So basically, what we're going to do is I started my birth control yesterday, which is actually mid-cycle because he wanted me to wait. But I told him I didn't want to wait until November to do transfer. So he started me yesterday on my first birth control, and it was cycle day 14. So that's kind of out of the ordinary, but it's what we had to do to get me into the October transfer. So I started my birth control yesterday, which was September 4th. On September 18th, which is not this Thursday coming up, but the next Thursday, so 2 weeks from yesterday, I will be doing my scraping, my biopsy scraping. And then on the 23rd of September, I take my last birth control pill, which, by the way, I forgot to mention this, like I knew I would. I hate taking birth control pills. I hate it, not only because of the side effects, but because I just feel like it's so counterproductive. It really is. I know that I have to take it. I understand that, but I just feel I'm trying to get pregnant, not trying to prevent it. So I just always feel so counterproductive when I take birth control. So anyways, start birth control on the 4th of September, which was yesterday. Biopsy scraping on the 18th of September, which is 2 weeks, in 2 weeks. Then on the 23rd of September, I stop my birth control. Yay! Then I go to my first baseline appointment on September 29th, which from now seems so far away. I just want to get to the point where I'm stimming. I just want to get there. I feel like it's been too long already. So anyways, baseline appointments are September 29th, October 3rd, and October 6th. So it actually turned out that I am going to be on the same days as my last transfer. So I'm going to be on the egg retrieval of 9th, 10th, and 11th, just like I was last time. Or 11th, I'm sorry. So I was kind of excited about that because that way I don't have to learn any new dates or anything like that. So, my husband's making a funny face. So yeah, I was excited that it was the same days, just because I don't have to try and figure out anything, and I know when to start my medication, and hopefully it'll be again on the 10th, and I get some. Give me just a second. My husband, instead of speaking because he's so worried about being on video. Yes. He's so worried about being on video, got his phone out. He's got one of the really big phones. It's a Note. And he wrote on a Post-it note on his phone and showed it to me to ask me a question.
What else would you use it for? It's a note.
Right. So, anyways, yeah, so that is the plan. I'm super excited about it. Yesterday, when I left the doctor's office, I couldn't have been more excited. I felt like I was the first time I did IVF. Today, I'm not so excited. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm thrilled to be doing this again, but I think I am trying to protect myself from what I went through when the last one failed, because I can't do that again. I can't. It was so hard for me to get out of that. And I don't think I really did until yesterday, talking to the doctor. So I kind of wish that I would have went, I wish I would have went and seen him before, because I felt awful. I felt like getting out of bed was a chore. And I think I was situationally depressed. So I'm really glad everything is working out. I'm glad that I've actually, for the first time, liked visiting with my doctor. Usually he's not my favorite doctor. He's not the one that I wanted to do IVF with. I kind of got stuck with him. Oh, and that reminds me really quick, I almost forgot to tell you. I told you that I was going to see if I could do, some, research to see if I could go to a different clinic, even if that meant travel. It actually turns out, that it was a really far, it would have been at least an hour more a drive to go to a different doctor, which would have been okay if I read the reviews, and it turns out my doctor had better reviews than anybody else. So me and my husband decided we were just going to stay with him, especially with his work schedule, because he can't get off for work. So it was just easier, and it just made more sense to stay with this doctor. And after yesterday, I was glad that I did do that. So anyways, so that is about the gist of it. If I left anything out, I'm sorry. But it's not like you'd know anyways, because my other video doesn't have audio. So, if I can think of anything, I'll let you guys know, but I probably won't be doing another update until the 18th, when I do my biopsy. I am super nervous about it, by the way. One more thing is that last time we did IVF, everybody knew about it. Our friends, our family, my extended family knew about it. His family knew about it. Everybody at my work knew about it because of me taking off so much time and all the doctor's appointments. This time we are not doing that. The only person that knows is my boss. So I'm actually not telling anybody. I told my mom last time, of course. I told my mom. My mom's my go-to person, and it was very hard for me to tell her that it didn't work. And we kind of got in a fight about it because I didn't call her right when I knew, and I didn't call her at all because I wasn't able to face it myself. And when she called me, she kind of yelled at me, and I kind of yelled back because I was mad. So, because I wasn't ready to say it out loud. So, anyways, it was just really, really hard for me to break my mom's heart like that, and I would really prefer to surprise her instead, with hopefully a positive pregnancy test, hopefully. So, anyways, we're not telling anybody, and I really want to thank everybody for their support and their love and their comments. And I'm just letting you know that I'm really, really going to need you guys, because before I had my friends and my family to lean on, and I'm not going to have that this time, because I just can't bear to tell people after so many people no, it didn't work. So I can't bear to do that. So I'm really going to need you guys, and I really hope you'll be there for me. And thank you for watching, and baby dust to everybody, and I hope everybody has a great, great weekend. Thank you.